Guys, today we have a story that is already generating controversies and heated arguments across Nigeria. Yes, video circulating online appears to show alleged election irregularity during the Ekiti election. Some opposition voices are accusing APC, INEC officials and security operatives of aiding electoral manipulations. At the same time, another video allegedly show a dispute at a polling unit over what some observers describe as pre-thumbprinted ballot papers. But that is not all. It's not finished. As the election controversies continue, former Kogi State governorship candidate Zino Minaye has launched one of his strongest attacks yet against the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, describing him in terms that have sparked fierce debate nationwide. Supporters of the president says the reforms our president came with are working. I know some of you have seen the video I'm talking about, while some have not, but there is something that caught my attention that I want to share with you people. So stay with me till the end of this video, because we are going to be breaking down the facts, the allegation, the reaction, and what this could mean for 2027. This is IC on Filter TV. If you are new here, subscribe, turn on notification, and join the conversation immediately. Don't be left behind. You see this video? Yes, this particular one that is playing on the side. Just watch carefully. Focus your attention on it. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see it? That permanent voters card. Permanent voters card being distributed to individual linked to a political party. This video has spread across social media and it's generating a lot of comments. Opposition supporters describe this footage as evidence of electoral manipulation. You see, guys, this printout, this particular printout, this is what I was given 2022 when I registered for my voters card. Make una guess what happened. Guess what happened? Time for collection reach. I go my local government and I no see am. They say make I go ward. I go ward. I still could not find it. So 2023 election I could not vote. So I went to an INEC this year. This month to present to like do a replacement or something. And guess what they told me? They said, the thing is out now. How come I didn't see it? How come I didn't see it? You're asking me that question. So I just have to do a replacement. I do a replacement for this. They wanted to print it out for me. I said, no, let me just do a replacement so I can go to another ward. So that was what I did. And this is the one I was later given this year. You know I'm saying this? For all of you looking for your voters card, I registered up that couldn't get it. You and me. This video just made me realize that this is what they actually do with those voters card. Nigeria don't bad, so they do everything for camera and nobody go fit talk say this thing na so it be or not. So even if say you can't even talk safe, na social media here at the end. Public confidence in election is already so fragile. Whenever videos like this emerge, many citizens begin to question whether the electoral process is truly transparent and incredible. Can't we just have a fair election for once? At least we know that election is never, but can't we just have a fair election for once in Nigeria? It's so bad that every individual, every system, everybody is just so corrupt. Just imagine same Ekiti. We also saw this video.
Checking it. Some other people, it has happened to some other people. What they gave me this, man. They gave me this. Look at this. Look at this. They gave me this to put my ballot. Look at it. Look at it.
You've seen the video. And wait, do you want to watch it again? Do you want to watch that video again? Pre-thumbprinted ballot papers. Nigeria, they must me so that there are some things you see and then you just be like, oh, na their way. And the officials are there acting like they don't know. Acting like they are trying to manage the situation. I don't like when people are trying to pretend because someone spoke up or someone spoke about it. Own the ringing with your full chest. Why are you not proud of the corruption you are enabling? Own it. Now they use said one. So why are you not trying to the emergence of multiple controversies during the same election cycle is enough to raise concern among observers and voters. For many Nigerians, the bigger issue is trust. There is no trust again. None. Trust in institution, trust in election, trust in governance. And when trust begins to erode, every controversy becomes so magnified. Ordinary citizens, you and me, they will carry on and go do officials for election. They will still use it to ring election and feel forgotten that you are suffering. But while election controversies dominate headlines, another debate is raging online. And now we saw a debate centered around President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the direction of the country. Former Senator Dino Melaye did not hold back. He let out everything. Speaking during an online discussion, Melaye argued that describing Tinubu as merely Nigeria's worst president was not enough. According to him, he said saying Tinubu is the worst president in Nigeria has ever had is devaluing that word. That he is the worst in the whole of the world. Let's see the video.
Tinubu is the worst president in the history of the world. If you say it's the worst president in Nigerian history, you are undervaluing his hollowness and emptiness. Tinubu is the most reckless, is the most unproductive and most insensitive president in the history of the world. A president who wakes up one day and grants pardon to 70 drug barons. It's not a people's president. A president who has borrowed money than any other president in our history. President Muhammadu Buhari, in 8 years, with subsidy, borrowed 87 trillion naira. In 8 years, with subsidy, borrowed 87 trillion naira. Tinubu, in less than 3 years.
You've seen the video. His comments have generated massive reaction from both supporters and critics of the administration. Predictably, supporters of this administration, Tinubu cohorts, they fire back immediately. They don't want to hear, they don't want to agree. Many of them are saying that the administration inherited serious economic problem and that difficult reforms were unavoidable. So if you inherit poverty from your father now, you want to remain poor. They insisted that history will judge Tinubu more favorably than current public suggests. They also said that Nigeria are experiencing unprecedented hardship. And they give them English, unprecedented. And that brings us to the central question. How should Tinubu presidency be evaluated? I need to know. By the pain Nigerians are experiencing today, or by long-term outcome? His supporters says we emerge tomorrow. What we've not seen, we are not even sure of. And these same supporters, they point to so many things, to several indicators. They highlight the removal of fuel subsidy. They point to exchange rate reforms. They argue that inflation has moderated compared to previous increment. They also cited that economic growth figures as evidence that reforms are beginning to produce results. And according to this argument, the current hardship represents a painful transition period necessary for long-term economic recovery. That is their message. According to them, no pain, no gain. Now do we clap for ourselves. But we critics, we reject the narrative. They argue that economic statistics may mean little to ordinary Nigerians struggling with food price, transportation costs, electricity challenge, unemployment, and insecurity. For them, the question is not whether reforms look good on paper. We don't be that one we want to see. We want to see workings. The question is whether life is actually improving. And that is where the debate becomes highly emotional. Another criticism gaining attention concerns government spending priorities. Critics have also questioned reports relating to solar lightning projects, rural electrification initiative. Asoro get solar. Then you come on and they feel say NEPA go like come tomorrow. They wait. Some opposition figures argue that such projects do not address broader concern about the national power grid and electricity supply. So what does it now do? One criticism making rounds online suggests that government officials appear more focused on isolated intervention while millions remain affected by inadequate power supply. Supporters of this administration, they also disagree. They argue that rural electrification and renewable energy projects are part of the broader strategy to expand electricity access across undeserved communities. Again, Nigerians find themselves divided, and this is why we keep failing and falling. Nigeria can never stand against the government to demand better because we will still betray ourselves because of little talking. What we are witnessing today is bigger than just Ekiti. It's bigger than just APC. It's bigger than just opposition politics. The real issue is confidence. Confidence in election, confidence in institutions, confidence in economic reforms, confidence in leadership, a lot more. As Nigeria moves closer to 2027, every election controversy, statistics, and every political statement will be examined through a political lens. Supporters will see hope because you are supporting the administration. Everything the person does is good to you, is good in your eyes. Critics see failure, and undecided voters will be asking one question: is Nigeria moving forward or backward, or we are just in one spot? The answer to that question may ultimately determine the future of Nigerian politics. Yes, so what do you think? Do the Ekiti election allegation raise legitimate concern? Do you believe Tinubu reforms are working? Personally, it is not working. It's not working. Or do you think Nigerians are being asked to endure too much hardship? The suffering is much. It's much. Drop your thought in the comment section. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe to IC on Filter TV, like this video, and share with others. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay unfiltered. See you next time.
Tinubu, in less than 3 years, without subsidy, has borrowed close to 200 trillion naira. And not just borrowing. What has he done with the money? What is there to show for the borrowings? And why are you borrowing after the removal of subsidy? And what have you done with it? Tinubu took one of our most precious honors, GCON, exclusively reserved for the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, put it in a briefcase, and took it to Paris to decorate the Chagoris. Exported our second highest national honor to a business partner and friend. There is no month since he became president that he has not traveled out of Nigeria. Do you know the amount of money we have spent in his jet-setting lifestyle? Foreign travels in 1 year is over 20 billion. When innocent people cannot afford Panadol, ulcer patients are dying. Hypertensive patients cannot afford their drugs. Diabetic patients cannot afford their drugs. Hospitals are under lock and key. Students cannot go to school. Even in the times of war, women and children are exempted. Today our students are in the wilderness. 3 weeks after. Among them there's a 5-year-old that was killed. And yet we have a president who behaves as if kerosene is flowing through his veins and not blood. We have a president that is not perturbed. We have a president that is not disturbed. But there's a good news. We are going to stop Tinubu. The people's power, the people's will stop Tinubu. 2027 will be different. Our approach will be different. Our defense will be different. And Tinubu will know that we are a pained people. We are a molested generation. We are a deprived people. And we will make sure he knows that true power comes from the people. He's planning to read, but we are laughing at him. This time around, we will stop his electoral tea-free. We will stop him. When you push a goat to the wall, you will realize that the goat can bite. We are in a precarious situation. People are dying. Blood is flowing. Insecurity is pervasive. Hunger is killing. People cannot afford. People now eat from the garbage. People are committing suicide. Recent investigations have shown that more people are dying of ulcer as a result of hunger in Nigeria. As I'm speaking to you, government is owing contractors for job executed since 2024. The last time this government paid any federal government contractor, apart from the Chagoris, is in first quarter of 2024. We are in 2026. They are still implementing the budget of 2024. This is the first time our president decided, since Tafawa Balewa, since Azikiwe, the presidents of this country have always been using Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Tinubu is the first president who came to power and said he cannot use an S-Class. He decided to use the Beast, the same car that the President of America is using. That is costing more than 20 times what the S-Class would cost. He bought a new plane. They bought a yacht. He decided to say Nigerians can continue to be in darkness and provided solar lights in the villa at the whopping cost of 17 billion naira to the detriment of Nigerians. When your president say it's off national grid, it's to tell you that I have given up on power. Leadership is by example. How can you have solar in the villa and the poor palm white tapper in Omuleri, the poor farmer in Ogbomosho, and the Baduku in Dambata is sleeping with Kendo? Such an insensitive president. I thought Nigerians should have light before he will think of the villa. But he is the most insensitive character I have seen. But the good news again is that he's a one-time president. He's a one-time president. He will see the demonstration of the people's will this time around. Like the worry people say, all die and I die.
Mr. President, what are your fears for the 2027 election?
My fear is very simple. That Tinubu will lead this country to a war path. Because he will try to rig. And there will be vehement resistance. At the end of the day, we may have a president who will run away. Because we are not backing down. This time around, enough is enough.